How's it going, guys?
No, I'm chilling, man.
Hello, everyone. This is The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD. No manual super swim ran by Tot SR. Take it away. You have the floor.
How's it going, everyone? You probably saw me a couple days ago doing Majora's Mask. I'm glad to be back doing some Wind Waker. I can promise this is going to be a much better time. So this is my mainstay category. On commentary with me, I have Sabzander, who is also a huge no manual super swim runner, and I have Chroma, who's also a 90% runner and a randomizer runner. If you guys want to do a little bit on what we're going to be looking for this run.
Hello. Yeah, so this is the any person no manual super swim category. It is supposedly the easiest category in the whole game, arguably. Depends on the person. But it is one of the most beginner-friendly categories, and there's a lot of stuff that's going to go on, so it might be a bit hard to explain everything at once, but I don't know. Stay tuned for this, because this is a really cool category. It's usually the first category that people learn. Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to get started on time here on 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck, Tot.
You might also need it because... Oh.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point, Sab. What are you going to say about the luck?
I was going to say, you might need the luck, because if you tend to go for a trick that is kind of required for world record, then you will definitely need luck, which we'll probably get into.
We'll be going for it.
Go for it. Alright,
we're going for it.
When the time comes, then we're going to explain it. Yeah, you can go on top, Chroma.
Yeah, I was going to say, this category is called No MSS. We should probably address that while, just to explain, get that out of the way. If anyone's familiar with Wind Waker, on both the standard game and HD, there's actually a way to escape this beautiful island of Outset very early on. Abusing a glitch with Nintendo failing to cap backward speed, a classic problem of theirs. But we are not going to be using that glitch, so instead we're going to get to enjoy some cute sister time, some glitchless beginning, and that's why this is considered one of the easier categories. It's a very physically restrictive trick, and one that takes a long time to master, but this category bypasses that in favor of some... We still get some nice glitches in the early game, but a very different route.
It's
way more unfortunately, that does mean manual super swim cuts off what, about 17 minutes, somewhere around there, maybe more.
I'd say like it gets close to like 20. I'd say it's like 8. Yeah, depends on the execution, obviously, but yeah, 17 to 20 depending on the execution.
So starting off here, we're gonna immediately get off of the watchtower, or Arrow's Lookout as it's called in game, and we're heading over to Grandma's house. So we're gonna start by getting the tunic.
Do we have a moment
the pajamas.
Do we have a moment for a donation?
Absolutely.
We have a $50 donation from Zells, who says, W Runner and commentary, good job on this event. Thank you so much for your $50 donation.
Oh, holy crap, Zelda's actually coming in. Yeah. What the fuck, so generous.
Thank you, man.
He wants that game period.
He really wants it. He really does.
So, unfortunately, we're going to be sitting through a lot of text for the first, 30 minutes of the run. That's kind of just the caveat of not doing manual super swim. But then again, it sets up for a good run, because it's pretty chill throughout the first 30-40 minutes. After that, though, it kind of goes a little haywire, so.
Yeah, pretty much. And this is one of the reasons why people don't really run this category in general, just because it's, the way we call it, it's 40 minutes of filler, and then the game actually starts. But it's just slower paced, because there's two categories. There's the no MSS one, which is being currently run, and the MSS one, which I think everyone that has seen any Wind Waker speedrunning would know what MSS is. But it basically, as we explained earlier, it skips 20 minutes of the early game, and it basically gets us into the action instantly.
We got good RNG on Arrow here.
Yeah, very very small time save. One of the
very
RNG
small time save.
It's like 1 second, something like that.
We'll take anything we
But-
can get over here. So,
Yeah,
does somebody want to go over text? Why are we in Italian? So,
Yes. Yes, so Italian is basically the fastest language, the fastest text scrolling language. It is only accessible via PAL Wii U's. So if you have an NTSC, or also known as American Wii U, you cannot get it. The second fastest language, if you have an NTSC, would be Spanish. But yeah, we use Italian because the text scrolls the fastest on it. And it does save quite a bit of time. I'm not exactly sure what it is in any percent, but it does add up.
judging off of the
it's-
gold splits I
it's in
was
the realm
getting
of
after
30
switching,
seconds.
yeah, it's a good chunk actually. So,
Yeah.
I
Depending
think
on
I golden
like,
bottle by
category.
like 5 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, there you go.
Yeah.
Obviously, depending on the category, it can save more. Like in glitchless, for example, glitchless any person for this game, that is one of the major parts where it saves a lot of time over Spanish too. But yeah, it's just a nice time save to have if you have a PAL Wii U. Yeah,
So now
Todd's
we're going
gonna-
over to Orcas, yeah. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Seb.
he's gonna go to Orca because that is basically the I guess how you progress in the early game. You go get the sword. You're gonna do the training with him. He's gonna teach you the basics. But obviously Todd knows more than just the basics, and he's probably gonna destroy him, honestly. And yeah, after that, we're just gonna go into Force the Fairies. So it's basically very linear, not too much to explain. After Force the Fairies, though, we're gonna get into one of the glitches, but I'm not gonna hurry too much into it. So we're just gonna
For now,
stick
we'll
to Orca
just,
right now. Yeah.
We'll see how Tot gets this fast combat off. There's slight ways to optimize this sword fight. You don't actually have to do 4 straight slashes, but you can see by doing a spin attack for the 4th one on all of these combos, you get a little bit of time save.
Yeah, it's just so he can chain all the attacks instead of having the animation like slow down. Because when you just press one button, he kind of does like a slow animation, but by keeping like a very fluid movement or like a fluid movement combo, he can just keep going with the slashes. So Todd opted also for
Oh
Unfortunately.
no!
he was trying to go for, I think, not the frame perfect. I don't think that was a frame perfect one, but there's like a frame perfect parry that you can get. And if you do get a frame perfect, the second parry will be instant. But again, just small optimizations, not the biggest of deals.
So, something we're gonna do here, you might have saw me do it after talking to Grandma. We're going to save and quit, and that's purely just to do a save warp to spawn us in a better position for the next segment.
It's not just that though, unless you don't opt for this, but we will also get into one of the bigger glitches that will be used in this run, which skips cutscenes.
Definitely.
And Todd has opted to go for it. So when you look at this like main screen, you can see that you can opt by playing via the gamepad or the Pro Controller. And this glitch that we're going to use to skip cutscenes uses the Pro Controller exclusively. So it is a bit pay to win, but at this point it's not that expensive to get a controller. So I don't know how pay to win it is. But the idea with it is we also save warp there so we can swap pretty quickly. And basically the way this glitch works, which is also called pause storage. If you know Wind Waker ASD, you've probably heard the term storage. But we're basically going to use the pausing menu. There's like an options on the gamepad that you can use. And that menu that pops up while in Pro Controller, you can use that at the same time as entering a loading zone, which will basically store the loading zone that you enter. And while you're in that stored state, you can actually just store cutscenes and basically save quit out of them. That's the way it works, the simplest way explained. So after this Force the Fairies fight, which is basically a tutorial like boss fight, even if you even want to name it that, we will use that glitch, which either me or Chroma, if you want to, we'll get into it. But I guess one more thing to mention is before this fight, Todd did get 20 rupee from the log, and the reason is because later on we would want to get 80 rupees so that we can get the sale, because later on for the quest line and not quest line, but like to progress, we will need 80 rupees from Zunari on Windfall. So it's
Now
just
I
a very
will say
nice-
the sailing section is almost definitely the most enthralling minute-long gameplay section you'll see in this entire run.
Yeah, it will be
That's
the most
a
stimulating
lot of
minute to play.
sarcasm, by the way.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
play Pirates of the Caribbean in your head, and it makes it a lot more fun.
I do have a
Alright.
question
for sure.
from the chat. Someone is
Absolutely.
asking, how many frames does each roll save?
How many frames?
So, I don't think there's a set amount of like how many frames it saves per roll, but as far as the rolling goes, there's differences between whether or not you do a full roll and then like a half roll, which is where you let go of the joystick during the duration of the roll. So you'll get less distance, but ideally the idea is just to chain rolls frame perfectly. That way you maintain max movement speed. I believe Link's running speed maxes out at 18 units per second, whereas rolling maxes out at around 26. So we want to try and keep 26 units of speed the entire time for a majority of the movement in this game.
Yeah, exactly. It's basically 8 units of speed, which, if you convert that to time, it does add up. So, definitely worth doing. I want to say in frames because it's not like, I want to say it's like that precise to the point where it's only frames. It adds up to seconds. Like if you want to just walk, you'll notice the difference very much, basically.
So I will go ahead, Karma.
Oh, go ahead. Go. I'm gonna say not to spoil the run, but we won't be rolling forever. There is going to be a point where rolling no longer becomes optimal. So we'll get there when we get there. But what are you gonna say, Tot?
So as Savnander mentioned earlier, there is a trick called pause storage. Now, to clarify upon that even more, the first segment, which, by the way, Aki, this is the hi bye beetle that we were talking about earlier. So
My favorite character.
We're gonna be paying him a very brief visit on his little floating shop over there. But the pause storage is a blind movement technique for a majority of it. So I am going to ask for a little bit of silence just to focus and listen to the game audio here in a minute.
Yeah, so the idea is that while you're in this state, your menu is going to be covered, and that also includes the main, like the screen, the television that you have the game on. So what Todd's going to do is he's basically going to store the cutscene. Not store the cutscene, but like store the loading zone. He's going to be in that pause menu, and he's going to have to do blind movement, and he's going to only use visual cues, audio cues, not visual cues, completely the opposite. He's going to use audio cues so that he can basically navigate towards where he has to go. And if you're wondering how he's going to get pasturage, outside of the Grandma's house, there is the beetle shop, which you can enter in. And very fortunately, there is a setup that you can do to get this pasturage, because the pasturage is frame perfect. What we can do is we can do a setup where we roll and press the options on the gamepad, which will, after 1 second, open the options menu, and that syncs up perfectly with a roll, which will get you the cutscene, the pasturage. I mean, so
all right,
yeah,
so the segment's coming up right here. Hi, Beetle.
Hello.
Try again.
Nice.
We got it.
There you go. There it is.
So here we swap back to the gamepad screen, and then on the gamepad screen you can save the game, and then go back to title screen, effectively skipping the leaving outset cutscene.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of those pause storage. Yeah, a lot of the pause storage like movement has been really standardized. So if you're listening, you can hear Tot did 3 rolls and 4 side hops. So it's one of the easier setups. There's going to be a much more involved one later in the run. That's a much longer segment of blind movement, but a lot of these have been very standardized.
Yeah.
The hardest one is definitely the Deku Tree cutscene skip. So unfortunately, we will not be able to sing along with the Koroks at all.
Yeah, unfortunately, but you know, maybe with an incentive or something. No, maybe some people want to actually.
I'm gonna be real. I'm kind of tired of Koroks. I don't want to see any. Gonna be real with you.
Oh no. Well,
we'll have one yell at us later in the run.
That is true.
Like, hey, Mr. Hero, come over here, and we're gonna say no. I don't think so. So.
Yeah, pretty much. Now,
Also,
some
we
of you-
should go over there's quick text and slow text if that's what you were about to start describing.
I was about to say that, yeah. I was
there you
gonna go into more detail with Posterish too, but
go
some
for it.
text boxes. So there's normal text boxes which you can just basically mash A and B for, I don't know, just to proceed with them. But some text boxes work slightly differently. If you hold B, you can instantly make them appear on the screen. Like the scroll doesn't really appear. It's for like a frame or so. Like that basically. It appears for a second, so you can just hold B. All the text appears on the screen, then you can press A.
Where are we
Once
going?
again, I don't know. He's seeing something beyond the walls, but
Attacking the
there's
boat.
yeah, so much aggression, Jesus. But there's not much to instant text. It's just once again like another small time save that adds up with time. But what I wanted to say is what you saw there with Todd doing posturage. He basically did a strat that basically makes it as a safety net. So what he did there is on the gamepad, you can basically you have a home menu button, and what you can do is you can use that button to buffer inputs on the same frame. So what he did there is he buffered an A press while holding the options menu in the gamepad, and once he once he went out of the home menu and let go of everything, if he did it correctly, all the inputs would come out the same frame, and that is basically what he's gonna do for, I assume, every single pause storage. You can do them frame perfectly too, but they're frame perfect. So
I contemplated going for unbuffered right there, but seeing as it is a marathon run, I did not feel as though the 3-second time save is worth it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Optimally, how much time does that pause storage save exactly? I'm not quite sure. But it's around
how long would that
1 minute, right?
cutscene be? Probably
like a
little-
minute, I think.
close to a minute. Now
It's-
there are
it's like
much bigger time
50
saves
seconds or
from pause
so.
storage.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's like 50 seconds if you compare it to like a time and glitchless. But it's still a lot. Like a minute is a lot, but then again, when you compare it to other stuff in the run, it's not too much. So yeah. And I guess
There are cutscenes down the road that can save like 3 or 4 minutes by skipping them. So
yeah, exactly. I do want to ask you, Todd, did you try to set up for a fast light cycle? I wasn't paying attention.
I did try and set up for fast light cycle, but I feel like I'm probably about a second off from getting it. So
I see.
we're
Well-
gonna see. We're still gonna go.
Yeah, that's fine. So
Now to clarify, good.
yeah, go on. Yeah, you can go.
Alright, so-
Yeah.
The light cycles that you see going on here inside Forsaken Fortress, they actually do move around while you're still on the pirate ship before climbing up the ladder to talk to Tetra. So ideally, we have some pretty optimized movement to beat the light cycle to get these 2 red rupees that we're gonna go for here.
Yeah. Now the idea is so we can get everything in cycle, so he doesn't have to wait for like one of the light cycles. But to quickly mention, Todd's also gonna skip the Gossip Stone to the right because we just don't really need it, and it's also
Oh,
just
yeah, I was
faster.
way off.
Yeah,
Gonna
it's
get
fine.
that green rupee here.
Unfortunately, not getting the fast light cycle, but it's not that much time lost. It's about 10 seconds, I think, or something. It's not too much, but this is one of the sections where movement gets a bit more interesting, I'd say. Just a little bit interesting. Todd's also going to do here a window jump, because who wants to go through like a few doors? Like, come on now, we're speedrunners. So Todd sets it up, gets like a jump there, and basically skips going through 2 doors, which, is very nice. There's a few ways to do that specific window jump there, but the way Todd opted is pretty much the most optimal way to do it. So, props to him. Also saying that he's in a marathon run. Still being ballsy with it.
Yeah, if you miss that jump,
gotta
you
be
end
a
up in
little
the
bit.
water, and you are losing a lot of time. So
Yeah,
good job
for
getting that
sure.
jump.
And I guess you kind of explain now what you would do here casually. So to kind of progress through this fortress, if you go all the way to the top, there's like some lights that shine on the sidling parts. The thing is, you want to get to the top of the fortress, and to not have any issues, with the lights, you would want to get to remove that specific bokoblin because that bokoblin shines at the walls at the top that you want to sidle on. So that was the only bokoblin that we had to remove in order to be able to basically progress through the dungeon.
That was a little close.
That was a bit
It was
close.
close, but you can see there, the moblins, normally if they catch you, they will throw you in jail and put you far back in the dungeon. Yeah, if you've done a casual playthrough, they probably ruined you. I know they did, they ruined me as a kid. But you're actually able to just, if you time your rolls correctly, run right by them. And
Nice.
yeah, the second moblin,
Yeah.
you're also able, if he spots you, you're able to do the same thing and roll out of his range, but Tot was so fast he didn't even get spotted.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a very nice quality of life change from SD because SD, basically the moment you get spotted, I think you have like 1 second of grace and then you basically get caught. Whereas for HD, you have to be within range. Either within range from the moblin or on like within 5 seconds you have to be, I think it was 5 seconds. You have to be out of his sight, else he's gonna catch you, even if you're like at 1 kilometer away or something. But yeah, just a very small quality of life change. Jesus Christ, I can't speak. Europeans feel like, anyways.
Oh, unfortunate. Tot tried to grab the sword in midair there. You'd actually skip the little animation of Link holding his sword up and showing it to the camera. It saves about a second, but no big deal to miss.
Yeah, it's not.
Also,
a big deal.
the sidling along the walls, I'm doing a little rhythm-based trick to actually increase the sidle speed of Link. I'm kind of like flicking the left joystick to the side in like patterns of 3. And it basically keeps the animation like restarting over till you get max sidle speed the whole way across.
Yeah. Once again, another
So far, this is
small thing.
pretty solid.
Yeah, this is quite a solid one. I'm gonna say, nothing really went wrong. I think this would still be within your standards. You know, the sub 110 pace that you wanted, we spoke of. So this should be completely fine. But yeah, once again, there's not too much. Again, this is just the early game, but as we noticed, we just try to optimize like every single second that we can, and just try to go as fast because once again, at a high level, every single like section adds up. Even early game, you can lose, and it's pretty common not to like diss anyone, but it's pretty common at like a high level, including myself, to lose like 30 seconds to like a minute if you're not paying attention to early game. So yeah, definitely something that, you know, might look boring on the outside, but is also very important because this category is very short. Like once you get the game breaking item that we're gonna talk about in like 15 minutes, then the game pretty much speeds up a lot, like a lot. So I'm actually really excited for that section because it's where like the game gets crazy, and it's where the magic happens. So yeah.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to everybody in chat saying "bird up."
Yeah, we're gonna see the
Nice
bird
reference to
again.
the. Oh yeah, we'll see him.
We'll see him eventually.
I don't think we're not gonna deal with the bird though. We won't spoil what happens, but we'll see the bird. We'll touch the bird, but we will not mess with the bird.
Yeah, we'll just we're kind of giving spoilers now, to be honest.
Is it because
but, you
the
know.
bird is the word? And that's why you don't mess with it?
Maybe. Might be the word.
Okay.
The bird is scary. Also, what's up, Jabari?
We can neither confirm nor deny this information. That's what we're gonna say.
Yeah, that is true.
Alright, anyways, so now we're on Windfall because magically we appeared here. Coral saved us. Shout out to Coral being a real homie, but unfortunately we're fake, so we're gonna just not really kind of interact with him besides this early game section. So now that we're at Windfall, we basically just gonna follow with the quest. He's here so that we can get a sale, and the idea was in early game we would just get as many rupees as we could, so that we could get to 80 because the 80 is the number that we need. And there's only like 2 requirements. I mean, 2 things you got to do on this island. We got to save Tingle because that's one of the things you got to do so you can actually purchase the sale, because Zunari actually tells you that I think his friend or something is in like a jail, referencing to Tingle, and that you have to save him. And then he offers you the sale for 80 rupees, which we will need because we cannot progress otherwise. So yeah.
I'm just gonna skip
Appreciate-
over the grass patch here. It's not worth going for.
Yeah, it's not. Grass patch is basically another like set of rupees they can get. It's RNG, but fortunately there's some guaranteed spots here of 5 rupees that Todd's probably gonna get on his way out as well. So yeah, he's gonna be very chill on rupees. Good RNG, nonetheless.
Yeah, we had
I think
practically
30
perfect
rupees.
RNG for rupees. So
Yeah, having 30 rupees going to Windfall is like practically what you would want, because you can get very unlucky with the patches and Forest of Fairies. So yeah, very set right now. Also for the enthusiastic people, you can vibe with Tingle. I usually like to kind of sing with him the Hop Top Kurimpa, but I completely missed it. So.
Do we have a
you
moment?
here have a dead service. Yeah,
do
go
we,
for it.
do we have a moment for a donation? I'm going to try my best here. It is a $100 donation from Link. They say,
Oh shit!
hut. Heck, cancer is what they said.
That's very wholesome. Thank you for the donation.
Thank you, Link.
Oh, Link's stacked. Oh my god. He has 75 rupees, but he's secretly hiding another wallet, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, gave us the orange rupee donation.
Wait, it is the orange rupee. Wait, you're right.
That
I thought
is
it was the purple
true.
one.
Was that on purpose because I'm orange? That's really funny. I
There
didn't
we
think
go.
about that.
We're going down the rabbit hole now.
That is such a coincidence. Wow. I was not expecting that. I mean, only Chroma can answer that. I was not the one to say it, so.
You know what? The orange rupee donation was great. Let's see if we can even get a silver rupee donation, though. Let's see
Oh,
what
true.
ambitious.
Yeah, 200 rupee.
see if-
Yeah, why not?
If anyone feels
think there's
ballsy,
any,
maybe a
extra
Tingle
wallets out
rupee.
there?
Oh my god.
Oh, Tingle Ruby?
maybe-
Oh, I don't know about
Yeah,
that.
the one that's like, the rainbow one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That's an out.
sale pumping.
Mm-hmm.
So basically what we're doing here is there is a speed boost that the King of Red Line gets whenever you initially pull the sail. And you can kind of see it if you look at like the back end of the boat, but like it kind of propels forward just a little bit. So basically what we're doing just to maintain that max speed is constantly pulling the sail over and over again. So this is the easiest part of the game, but also unfortunately one of the longer segments. So
That's fine. I'm sure everyone's enjoying it. Come on, we gotta
everybody's having a great time.
Play Ruby game. Play Ruby game. Play Ruby game. Do it. Everyone counts for cancer. I'm kidding. Don't do it. Oh, well, that's all right.
Oh, here's one.
Well, at least he tried. At least
They
he
tried. They tried.
At least he tried.
There's still a lot of barrels. I don't know if I ever see this many.
No, I have
Going
not
down
either.
here.
Yeah, that's a lot. You're right.
Sometimes you can get like 20 rupees as well, which is just crazy. It's RNG, but yeah. Also, regarding sail pumping, if you show it from a side tot, like if you show it, I don't know, from the left side or right side, you will see it even more clearly. Like you kind of see how Link's boat
It, like
gets a small boost
nudges.
every time.
Yeah, ever so
Yeah.
slightly.
Yeah. And I think it roughly saves like a second per quadrant. So we're basically going through 3 quadrants. Well, let's say like 2.5, because I like half of the DRI quadrant, which stands for Dragroost Island. You get this exactly. So, yeah.
How do I donate a report? What's up, Cat?
Those are non-transactional.
Oh no. Everything is appreciated. Hey, I mean,
Yeah,
if
absolutely.
you can somehow get it to us, then we'd appreciate it very much.
No, a Rupor is negative. We don't want that.
Yeah, reports those like dark gray. They take your money.
Yeah,
So
Oh no.
and
I
you
don't think we want that.
and in Skyward Sword, Link makes like this really disgusted face. It's really funny.
I've seen it actually, so I'm actually eager to see that eventually.
Oh,
Thing
really?
is, no. Yeah, I do want to see that because I've heard of it recently, but I didn't get a chance to like check it out because I just forgot. So thank you for reminding me. But it's also I can't really check right now because we'll have to actually get into commentary here because it's about to get a bit more crazy in a second, and I don't know how to pace the commentary because we did kind of like hype up that there's gonna be a game-breaking item, which
True.
if anyone has for the people that have seen Wind Waker HD speedruns, you know what I mean. But
Is it the Wind
it's the
Waker?
graphic hook. No, it's not the Wind Waker.
So
Yeah,
if
Wind
you've
Waker
seen
SD
SD
maybe.
speedruns, SD speedruns rely heavily on the Wind Waker with a glitch called dry storage, just using a Wind Waker dive, or many types of storage actually. Using the Wind Waker, you're able to basically store a cutscene state and use that for many glitches, and that's one of the glitches that was patched out of this game. So unfortunately, the Wind Waker is in an MSS run. First thing you'd do is come to Dragon Roost here, but unfortunately not for the Wind Waker. We want what's inside the dungeon.
It's clearly the bottle.
Yeah.
I mean, the bottle is the literal best weapon. I mean, you can.
Believe it or
thought it
not,
was delivery.
Believe it or
unfortunately required. So
Ah.
the bottle is required.
it is required, but I mean, you can't really make fun of it because you can actually parry the attacks from Phantom Ganon with the bottle. So don't talk smack about it. It's actually really useful if you don't have like a Master Sword.
DeBrari just said, "Oh, what about RBA?" No, we're not doing that.
Debari needs to come back to Wind Waker HD. Come on, Debari.
Wink, wink.
Bribes.
Wink, wink.
We could do bribes.
Hint.
He did get into Wind Waker Randomizer recently, so it's fine.
This is true.
Yeah.
It's part of it, so yeah.
Big shout outs to the rando community. It's been doing amazing. So
Mhm.
Yeah, shout outs to Wind Waker HD Randomizer community. It's actually just awesome. The community is awesome. The randomizer is awesome. Like you have the best of both worlds. So it's actually
storage
very
is patched
fun.
back in.
Okay, the amount of
yeah.
times you use the word awesome, I was about to say you're starting to sound a little bit like Linkus for a second there. He uses that word a lot.
HD Rando, there's a tournament going on right now as well. So
Oh,
if anyone-
really?
Yeah. So if you keep an eye on the Zelda Speedruns channel, there's an SD tournament going on. There's the first ever Wind Waker HD Randomizer tournament is going on.
Mhm.
So matches are kind of infrequent, but just keep an eye out if you like Zelda speedruns. There's plenty of action to be found there.
I mean, if you like randomizers and you like a chaotic randomizer, you know, chaotic. Chaotic. If you like a chaotic randomizer, you can check out the HD randomizer.
I would say so.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's pretty chaotic.
Also, can we get a orb in the chat?
Orb. Orb.
That's as much as you get out of me, man. I don't think I can pull more than that.
That's fair.
Considering time
We got
zones and
the
everything.
6 a.m. Sabzander over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout outs to Europeans. It's 7:20 a.m. right now for me. You know.
I
just
get
had to
yourself
wake
a
up for this.
coffee. Just wake up.
I'm pretty awake.
Oh,
I'll get
okay.
up for this.
Wake up.
You're getting comfortable.
I was thinking of the what do you call it? System of a Down.
Yeah.
I think it's don't wake up.
Yeah, that's it.
We have
Chop
a
Suey, that's a good song.
Grab a brush and put a little makeup.
we
that
have a
song.
$50 donation from Anonymous as well as a $10 donation from Mad Gent. Thank you so much for your donations.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
By the way, we are almost at 14K.
We are
You're
$20
absolutely killing
away
it.
from 14K.
You guys are
Absolutely.
killing it.
We are, yes.
I don't know.
Cancer, that
You guys are
is.
absolutely
Cancer.
killing
We're
it.
killing cancer. Gee.
Yeah, I mean that's a good thing, you know.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's always a good thing to do. But I mean, you know, maybe by the end of this, we could maybe reach the 15K. You know, if anyone's feeling generous, giving
Oh,
two
that
tingle rupees.
would be amazing.
It would be wonderful
that-
to see our initial goal tripled. That would be absolutely amazing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that would be very much appreciated. But I guess to get more into the game now. So Top basically just went for DRC like a normal casual, just a bit faster. And now he's now going to go into Dragoon's Cavern, which is the first and only dungeon we're gonna do in this run, because all we care about is the item that we get at the end of it. So, I'm not exactly
One of
sure if I
the-
want to talk about it yet. Go on.
I think
I will see it.
We'll have some time to build up to it, I think.
We have
Because we have a
about
lot of
8 or 9 minutes of
interesting
dungeon
as well.
coming up here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's honestly one of the more fun dungeons to do, glitchless. It's very challenging, I'd say. Once again, one of the sections that can save or lose a lot of time in a run that completes it like normally.
Unlucky.
Oh.
That's really bad.
Oh, that's fine. Messes up a few of the cycles, but that's okay. I'm surprised you didn't go for the statue skip.
I should have, to be honest.
It's fine.
I lined it up a bit
There's a-
wrong. We're good though.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not that big of a deal. There's a statue skip that you can do here using the sword. You can also do with the bomb, which we call Wacky Bomb Boost, but that's why it's called Wacky Bomb Boost, because it's a bit wacky. Not as wacky with a new setup recently found, but it saves a few seconds and can lose pretty much 20 if you fail it. So, you know, if you're feeling a bit courageous, you know, why not go for it? What is there to lose, you know?
So DRC, if we could find a way to like skip this dungeon or complete it a lot faster, that would be like a major time save for this game.
Yeah, it would actually crack the sub 1 hour barrier for no MSS easily. So if this would be the biggest time save we could get right now when it comes to the whole route. So if you could like find anything for finishing DRC faster, it would actually be like game changing. But yeah, there's not
right
too
now.
much that's gonna go on. It's just pretty much going for the dungeon as optimally as possible. So yeah.
There's some task-only strats involving zombie hovers and boulders perfectly landing on every keys you need to spawn a heart and keep them away from you. That's not humanly viable, though. Maybe someday we'll find a zombie hover. setup. Unless.
Unless.
For those who don't know
Also,
what a zombie
speaking about-
hover is.
Hey, go on.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say also just theorizing about FF1 zombie hover with pause storage or something to skip FF1 cutscene. You know, just saying. I mean,
Oh,
you
like
know,
say.
zombie hover with pause storage?
I think it
You're a
was something like
madman.
that. I think it was theorized, so we could like skip the
Maybe
FF1
if-
cutscene.
Might have messed around with it just a little bit.
Mayhaps just a little bit, yeah,
Wow.
just a little bit. Yeah, you can go on now. You wanted to say something? Rolla.
I was gonna say right now we're just heading through the rest of DRC. We're just gonna need to pick up all the small keys here, and Scott's really just optimizing every little bit of combat he can. There's a few combat rooms that really save a lot of time, but right now it's just piece by piece. Yeah, the seconds really add up in this dungeon.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, zombie hovers are not that bad in HD. And the fact that I feel like they're maybe input-wise they might be worse. I'm not exactly sure how to compare them
Oh.
to SD.
Okay.
Reading the chat.
I
message.
remember what I was gonna say now. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We were talking about zombie hovers, but we didn't really explain what a zombie hover is. So, for anyone that's not familiar, there is a glitch that, in an SD speedrun, they probably would have already performed it in FF1 by this point. But by getting Link's HP really low, or to 0, you're able to actually start a jump slash on the few frames you're getting up, and then chain spamming more jump slashes in midair to make him fly. But unfortunately, that's not used quite yet in this early game. So we're getting the zombie hovers more in detail a lot later, but that's a glitch that we're not utilizing just yet.
Not just yet, but it will be explained. There's a lot to explain though in this run. It's good that we have the early game though, so we can actually like just prepare. It would be more chaotic if this was unrestricted category, the MSS one, since we
Oh,
would
yeah,
have
we'd have
like,
like
Oh.
no time.
yeah, we'd get right
Just gonna
into it
take
with like
the,
the first glitch.
We're taking the climb of shame here.
Yeah. No shame in it though. Happens.
Yeah. Even though we skipped the Gossip Stone earlier, unfortunately, it somehow ended up in Link's pocket, and we cannot skip that little trigger. Coral telling us to try feeding the rats some bait so they'll share rupees with us, but unfortunately, we don't have access to the bait bag at this point in the run. Nor do I think it's even possible.
I've never
So I don't know
seen
why
that mouse
Coral's
do
telling us.
that. It's stuck in the door hole going around.
We have.
just like that.
There's a couple of clips in the Wind Waker HD community of some really crazy, just terrible RNG stuff happening. Probably one of my favorite is we had to throw that lit torch over to that barricade there to burn it down. There was a rat that fell off the ceiling and actually just got sniped by the stick, which unfortunately blocked it from hitting that barricade. So that's probably my favorite one.
That's
Just
so funny.
paid actor. That's all it is.
Forget it, Dorf!
Yeah, we confirmed that it was a paid actor. Yeah, we confirmed that it was a paid actor in the end, but there's cases where the rats can be even weirder than that. Like, some of them just fall out of bounds. I don't even know how, to be honest. Some of them, when they hit you, they give you more rupees than you lose, actually. Which is a common thing, apparently, if you get hit by the rats. So I don't know. They're just, they can either be your friends or your foes, so depends on your luck, basically. A lot of luck in this game. A lot of it. Not foreshadowing the ending or something, by the way. Anyways. Todd just cleaning them very swiftly. Also doing a small camera pan skip there. If you're at a distance and you're facing the door, you can basically skip an animation where it zooms in on the door, being like, oh my god, it's opening! You're not stuck anymore! So, yeah, just a 1 second time save that you can find in other places in the game. But again, a very small time save.
Yeah,
I guess going on.
Another time save that Tot's been using in all of the basic combat has been the jump slash. So the most optimal way to do damage, you might notice Link doing a jump, like jumping in midair, and then doing a spin attack after. So there's a jump slash and then a jump spin to complete the attack. This isn't an SD, it's an HD exclusive feature, but there's a miscalculation of damage. So normally a spin attack does 2 damage, but for some reason the jump slash, which also does 2 damage, if you start a jump slash and then land with a spin, it does 4 damage. So hitting the jump attack and the spin does a total of 6 damage per attack. So you can really clean up enemies really fast. Like you can see Moblin dead in just a few hits there. Very clean.
That was a very good fight. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was super clean. Wow. Alright, well,
All right, so
I guess
this is this is where it goes a little bit crazy. So, whoever wants to take over item sliding, have at it.
do you want to do Chroma or should I do it?
Sam, I think you're the item slide master. I think you gotta.
Before we do that, do we have a second for a donation?
Absolutely.
Sure. Here you go.
We have a donation from Tingle themselves. It is
Tingle.
a $500 donation from Tingle. That says Tingle
Tingle, no
Coolie
way.
Pa. It seems you forgot to bring the Tingle Turner. Oh well, let's put this to save the animals. Wait, wrong event.
Wait.
Oh, that's the
Thank
wrong
you, sir.
event.
That's
Hey, I mean, good intentions still. I appreciate it. We thank Tingle.
Bless.
Thank you, Tingle,
Bless
for saving
Tingle.
us.
Bless Tingle.
Oh god, we gotta get into it now. Okay.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. All right. What is about to happen is gonna be crazy. Embrace it. Just embrace it. Don't run away from it. Just embrace it. This is the whole run from now on. So, what we basically went for is the grappling hook, which is a first-person item, and the glitch known as item sliding is basically a speed glitch where you can get infinite amounts of speed in this game. And the way it works, I'm gonna simplify it a lot so I can actually explain everything and compress it down. So the way it works is basically you hold a direction, and then within the next frame you hold the opposite ESS direction. ESS being from neutral, which is just your stick in the neutral state, slightly pulled. So, for example, if you want to item slide forwards, you would hold the forwards, and then within the next frame, you would hold ESS down. I'm pretty sure everyone that knows a bit about speedrunning has heard of ESS before. That's basically how the glitch works. And the way it's done is you need a first-person item that you can move around with. So that excludes telescope and pictobox because you cannot move freely around with them, which is unfortunate because we would have had a very different route had it been for the telescope to work. But I'm not gonna get too much into it because there's so much that I have to explain right now. So with item sliding, you can do a lot of things. It's a very versatile trick. You can do clips, you can go in third person, you can do island hops, you can super swim like Todd is doing right now, and so much more, which isn't enough to be justified within this run. If you see a longer run like the 100% speedrun or something, you will see pretty much every single usage of it possible. But what basically Todd did is he's using this item, and as you can see, he's pausing every time because you need to get a frame perfect angle change so that this trick works. And how it works is basically he gets enough speed by timing it. Is basically just mastery. The more you do it, the better you get at it and get a feeling for how much speed you need to get and stuff. He gets the speed, and then afterwards, to stop getting speed, he goes into third person, and in this case, he goes by targeting. You can do it with other items such as bombs. You can do it with skull hammer. You can do it with leaf, but leaf isn't like a convertible, and other items that I can't think of right now. And you can basically get that negative speed because you're charging negative speed. You can get that, and you can, if you go within water, for example, you can afterwards just super swim. And yeah, that's what we're basically going to use to traverse the whole map through. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say really for now. To just boil it down to
you want to explain this island hop? Yeah, very good explanation.
Yeah, I'll explain
so
this
we have an
island
island hop coming up.
Should I explain it?
See, go for it. We are just moving through this right now. We're flying.
Yeah, so unfortunately Todd is a bit too good, so he's kind of not giving me any time to like explain anything, which is unfortunate. But what basically Todd is doing right now is he is island hopping.
Wow. Wow.
So I'm trying. How do I explain this? So the way it works is Todd is basically setting up like an angle, and then he is item sliding into the tree. And at one point, the item sliding basically generates infinite amount of speed to the point where you can crash your game if you're not careful. Like if you item slide for 10 seconds straight, you can crash your game. But with this tree, you can with that tree that he clipped on, he at one point the tree just kind of, I don't know, he gets fed up with the amount of speed that Link has. So at one point where Link has enough speed, he will just clip through the tree, and it will just bring him to another like quadrant, or it will just bring him to another place in the sea, like adjacent to how much speed he had, and he traveled in one frame. I hope that makes sense, but basically after he clipped through the tree, within one frame, he just went to another island. And with the setup that he was...
Pause storage time.
Yeah.
Pause storage here. Yep, sorry.
That's fine.
Wait, how? Oh. Okay. So what happened there? My finger must have slipped off of the options button. Yeah. So I'm gonna leave your enter here and just reattempt getting the pause storage, and then after that I am gonna need silence to listen to audio cues. Please and thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Alright, I'll try to explain everything afterwards. Good luck, Todd.
Thank you.
Nope.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is.
Very
Okay. Oh, that was a bit scary. I'm not gonna lie. So this is by far one of the longest cutscene skips because the setup is very not precise, but it's very complex. As in, you have to climb 2 waterfalls. You then have to do a fight blindfolded while also not going out of the menu. Because something that I haven't explained with Fosterage, because I just didn't get the chance to, because I did, we weren't organized with everything, but
This is very thrown together on the commentary end.
Yeah, you also have to excuse my tiredness. I'm trying my best, but what I can say is that the Fosterage, like any menu, if you press B, you get out of it. However, if you hold a direction, like up or down, while you're in the scrolling animation, if you're there for like a specific amount of time, pressing B will not do anything as long as you're holding that direction. So basically, Todd did there during the fight because you have to get the sword out and you have to slash, like you're pressing B. What he did there is, I assume you clawed either D-pad up or down. In my case, I do D-pad down. Okay, so you do D-pad down as well. So he held D-pad down at the same time as doing that fight, so that the menu would keep scrolling downwards. And while it keeps scrolling, the B button does not close the menu, which is very convenient for us. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. He also did bulb skip here, which saves 4 seconds, loses like 50, I think.
Very, it's risky, but nice job hitting that.
Just there, just a small flex,
All right, and this is my least favorite segment.
Yeah.
I don't have enough time to explain that.
Yeah, that leaf just about one of the last items we need before heading into late game. So now it's just a sprint to the end.
Yeah. So what Todd's gonna do now is he's gonna align the barrel from Tingle, not Tingle, sorry, from oh my god, I'm having a meltdown right now. From
the
Beetle, there you go, not Tingle. Yeah, the Beetle swim. So he's aligning that barrel to just basically make like a slope downwards, because when item sliding you want to have a slope that goes smoothly into the water. So you can convert that speed into super, so you can so you can go into a super swim state. And Todd, being just the goat that he is, he just got through the sea in like 2 seconds. He went from the bottom right part of the map to bottom left, up top left. I need to go a bit slower with my explanations. I'm being a bit.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm being a bit wobbly.
Todd was able to cross map in just about 2 seconds, and then using item sliding again on a slope, was able to clip inside of Forsaken Fortress. This is actually not the same Forsaken Fortress we were in the first time, but this is a separate version of the map called FF2. And this is normally where you fight Phantom Ganon. So Todd's doing all this fancy movement with the leaf and in that first area to avoid the Phantom Ganon trigger. And now you normally need the hammer that you'd get from Phantom Ganon to get into this door. But Todd's going to be using another item slide glitch to clip inside this door. It's very precise. Maybe time to set up.
Yeah, this is the door clip, and it's a bit too complicated to explain, so I'm not going to explain it. But there you go. He went under the loading zone. He's now going to do a posturage, which worked. Nice, Todd.
Oh, very nice.
That is a risky setup. There's a setup that you can do with slashes, which the slash is 100% consistent. But he opted to go for the side hop one. So now he's gonna be spawned, and I'm gonna explain everything.
Up.
Bird up. That's all you guys gotta know.
Do.
Yeah.
We are zooming.
Yeah. It seems like Todd's just casually skipping the fight, without a singular worry in the world. He's just gonna go under the map, under the floor, I mean, and then he's gonna go on the railings, which are out of the arena, and, just jump over the spikes, just like that. And he skipped one of the major fights in the game, yeah? There you go.
Very nice.
Incredible work. Really, really good.
This is insanely clean. I'm not gonna lie.
No, that was very, very clean. No, I agree.
This is a really
I joked
good one.
about sub 3 FF2. I think that was sub 3. I would have to go and time it, but there's.
Yeah, it might have been
Oh,
close.
Right.
Most likely, actually, yeah. Alright. If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna explain what the hell just happened. Because a million things
Yeah,
just
go for it.
happened. So, first of all, the way it works is we're skipping a lot of items. A lot of items. We're skipping so many items in the run. Just because we don't have we just don't have time for that. So what Todd did is basically for the route, he got the quiver and the bomb bag. Because both of these will have a use later on in the game, which is going to be in Hyrule here. Basically, we're getting the bomb bag so that once we get a bomb from a bomb spot in the trials, also, actually, to be more specific, in the Earth Temple trial, if you get that bomb from one of the coffins, which you'll see in a second, it will actually give you bombs. But now, and since we have the bomb bag, it will actually give us just bombs right afterwards because we have a bomb bag, and I think the game just kind of evaluates it as, oh, Link has bombs, so we're gonna refill it, I guess. That and Quiver. Once we get light arrows, which is in the maze, the Ganon Tower maze. Once we get light arrows, the game actually just gives us the bow fully maxed out. And since we have Quiver, we're actually gonna have arrows. Because if we didn't get the Quiver, we'd actually have 0 arrows, so we would not be able to use it. And yeah, these are the main 2 things that we needed to get in order to get the items that we pretty much need to beat the game. Other items we can just kind of ignore because we have glitches that can substitute them.
Another.
So yeah, that's why.
Sam.
Oh, go ahead.
Yep.
So there's a question in the chat from B-Master asking, when did we get that blue sword? Do you want to go
Oh,
over,
I was just about to explain that
game flags?
actually. But go ahead, Sam.
Yeah, sure. I'm not exactly sure if I remember how this works, but the thing is, the game pretty much sets us into a different animation set. I'm not exactly sure.
I can
how
give
to
an
explain that part,
estimation, if you'd like.
Sure.
Yes,
So I'm going to assume that the way that the cutscenes work is that they automatically assume that you've already done those dungeons towards the Master Sword, and so it just gives it to you
Yeah.
because it's tied to that cutscene.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, pretty much exactly. So
Yes,
another
exactly,
thing,
yeah.
like kind of going along with that, like this cutscene right here is actually its own separate map. Usually this would be right outside Tower of the Gods. So this would be the cutscene that plays after completing. Is the Triforce quest, or this is after, or this Hyrule 1 cutscene? No, this is Hyrule 2 cutscene.
This is Hyrule 2 cutscene. Yeah.
Yeah, so this would be after a majority of the game going down to Hyrule for the second time, and usually Tower of the Gods would be, like, we'd be in the center of that huge circle that goes around that dungeon. So,
Yeah, pretty much.
but yeah, the game just assumes that we've completed everything up to that point, giving us the Master Sword.
Yeah.
And later in the run, you'll see the same thing happen with the Mirror Shield. We'll actually get that as well.
Yeah, the fully charged Master Sword and the Mirror Shield. We're just gonna get them because the game assumes that if you get at that point, you just have to have them. So I guess the game, just to kind of prevent any glitches or something, it just gives you these items. So that it's kind of like a safety thing, I assume. But
Alright, here we're
yeah.
coming up on the holy grail of Zelda speedrunning, in my opinion.
Of Wind Waker HD, for sure.
Yes, I remember when it happened because this individual was like, "I did it! I did it!
I did it! I did barrier skip! Oh
It
my
was
God!
it was the funniest thing I've ever seen."
It was.
This trick right here is harder than the actual barrier skip.
I agree.
Yeah.
I actually agree. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the first part of getting barrier skip, which I thought just got there, is canceling the knockback. Because the barrier actually has 2 parts. There's a little knockback barrier, and then the actual physical barrier that you need to clip through. So by pulling the Wind Waker on the same frame that you like, or the last frame you take damage, you're able to cancel that out. And
Yeah.
now
And
the blinking
there it
elusive
is.
setup, we're through. Using
Yeah,
that item
but-
slide glitch, just charging speed into the wall, and then the frame perfect shield flick on the other side of the barrier. Todd's able to get a very, very precise angle, but the setups now are just so fast. He makes it look so easy.
That was beautiful.
barriers, yeah.
Wow, really, really good job
Yeah,
there.
that was amazing, honestly.
Yeah,
But
I
We're in the
agree.
Gannon's castle.
Yeah, it's
And-
the current berry skip setup is like so much easier than it used to be. It is actually just a joke because it's just one flick of a shield and the setup,
Yeah.
the angle set up.
I think in SD
But-
it's just like a like a perfectly timed jump slash with a like lineup of the seam. It's like actually crazy
I think
now.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, there are the bombs that I was talking about. He gets them and now he just has bombs just out of nowhere. So, you know, he's gonna use that to his advantage because he's gonna now do the ledge roll clip. So what Todd's gonna do here is he's gonna do a ledge clip with a roll clip. Oh, hey, there you go. That was a bit
Hey.
close.
Crouch it.
So that roll clips in this game are frame perfect. So he just opted for a variant that was way harder than the normal one, I'd say. Yeah, no, not the
Nice.
gamer. Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Also, small time save there, but that's very risky too.
Okay, Todd, you were just showing
actually
off
put it
now.
That was the goal. I
Oh
always
my
said to,
god.
I always said to some of my buddies, if I ever do a marathon run, I'm just full sending it because if I don't, I'm gonna regret it. So
Fair enough.
we're just going.
Yeah, that's how it should be. Yeah, there's been a
now
lot
we
of
are-
series this round for sure. Now we're getting
happy
his
1
maze.
hour, and we made it to the
Happy
end.
1 hour.
Happy 1
The
hour.
Phantom Ganon maze, where normally he spawns in every single room and you'd have to kill him, wait and see where his sword drops to point you through the maze, but it's actually not random, it's a set path, so speedrunners just have it memorized and they're able to breeze through items sliding to each door. And then we're going to see one final little optimization here by pulling a bomb before going through this door. Skips the animation of Link looking back at the bars closing. Small
Yeah.
time save, but still significant.
Oh no, unfortunately.
Bottle
That's fine.
reflect? Wait? No.
Not too late.
Definitely
too late.
not.
Too late.
Yeah, I'm not equipping that bottle. All right,
Yeah,
who wants
so-
to go over the glitch or the skip?
Are you gonna do it? Your skip?
I'm going for it.
You
I'm
even
going
mentioned
for
it. Your skip. All right. So one of the biggest things that have been found recently is a new way to skip Puppy Ganon, because Puppy Ganon is the second to last boss in this game, and your runner, yours truly, has found a skip for it, which is so easy. It still requires RNG, like the right RNG, but yours truly, Todd SR, has found a way to skip it, and it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful in every single aspect possible. The way... So the reason why we skip Puppy Gun in the first place, because the fight just takes a lot of time. You can do it normally, but I think it saved like 2 minutes if you skipped it and got it first try.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So it saves a lot of time. It's been a bit... It's been a bit like controversial when it came to this category because just a bit of
It
lore
was
about this
initially
category.
banned.
It was initially banned also just because we wanted to make this a beginner's like category, but yeah, I'm glad that it's being used honestly, because I personally would just want to see what potential there is to this category. But anyways, so what Todd's not gonna do is he's gonna clear every single enemy here, and he's gonna do another pause storage. Not much to this. He's just gonna actually I will explain this. He's basically gonna get. Yeah, he's gonna get a ledge grab here, and he's gonna go out of bounds with a side op here. There you go. That somehow the floor extends outside. It's kind of like a square. It's not actually an octagon or whatever shape this is. The whole arena up here is basically a square, so it actually extends a bit over the textures that you can see. Yeah, so now Todd's gonna set up a side hop pause range,
Nice.
which he did get, which is very good
Nice.
because that can lose a lot of time. And now he's going to go and do the main glitch that has actually brought a lot of hype to the community recently. And
luck.
it's personally one of my favorite things to see. Yeah, best of luck, because this
Yeah,
requires
thank
good RNG. What is this, like 1 in 3? I think it was
1 in
1 in
3.
3. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So
It's like
Todd
a
has a
33%
double
chance assuming you shoot both morphs.
Yeah. Yeah, assuming he hits both morphs, it's a 33% chance. And the way this works is basically he's gonna go to the warp pod, which is at the end of the room. And what he's gonna do is he's gonna basically just grab the ledge of it, and he's gonna use Poppyganon to as a force that will push him. And he's gonna do a ledge clip right as he gets pushed. Unfortunate.
Poppyganon's positioning in the room can be a little tough to work around as well.
That is true,
very far left, very far right, like this is not great. So we might have to reattempt. Yeah, we're gonna have to reattempt.
Unlucky. Yeah. So the thing about this is that you only have 2 tries because it takes 1 heart per punch that he does. But also
now it does actually work into our favor. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, it actually works in our favor for optimal reasons, but I'll get to that in a second. The thing is, the way it works is we've been pretty much doing a ledge clip using Poppyganon as a force that pushes us, I guess, and because of that force, it just gets us out of bounds. Yeah, I don't know. Shout out to that beer that Todd drank that day because we wouldn't have found it without that, honestly. So, you know.
Yeah, the joke is I got home, cracked open a beer, and found Poppyganon skip. So
yeah,
there it is.
There we go.
So I just gotta get the RNG. So which I do need audio keys here. Sorry.
That's fine.
We got that one. Couldn't take the hit of damage.
So TLDR, we're going to corners of the arena, and we're just trying to set up a visual cue so that we can hit morphs at the top of the room.
We got that one as
well. There you go. There's a very subtle outie here. Yeah, there you go. That's optimal. Rage.
Whoop.
Oh.
Get back up there, buddy.
And?
Unfortunate.
Unlucky. That's unfortunate. So, the way it works is morphs have a small chance, I think it's a 1 in 6, right? For them to like fully jump. So there's like 2 animations to morphs when they get hit with a fire arrow or like a normal arrow even. One of them doesn't go as far as the other, but we want the one that goes further. And the one that goes further is the RNG part that we're hoping for. And we can only do 2 morphs. For the people that know, there's actually 3 morphs on the platform. However, we cannot reach to the third one. We just don't have a good reach to it because the arena is quite small, even out of bounds. But what we're hoping for is the animation that gets the morphs as far as possible, because we were trying to get the flamed morphs to actually burn the lid pot at the top. And that's basically how we try and go and get up at the top of the thing. So yeah, it's basically how it works. Now, Todd also optimally wants to damage down here because we're gonna go into the next big glitch that saves a crap ton of time, which is Morph Hover. That does include Zombie Hover as well, but damage down is not necessarily a thing that we have to keep in count. We can just use bombs or other ways to damage down. That did not hit.
Can't hear if I'm hitting this, yeah.
Yeah, that was not hit. I was talking over you, so yeah. Not a hit. Either. Yeah. Yeah, so it's very precise. It's a setup that actually takes quite a few tries if you don't do it right.
There it is.
That's a hit. Yeah. Yeah, so we're just hoping for the chance that the morphs actually go and latch onto the live warp. Nope, that didn't work.
Alright, we'll give it another try or two, so...
yeah, you have a lot of time.
Is it a good time to do some donations?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Sure.
All right. We have a $10 donation from Pyro Hero Matt, who says, heck that cancer. We have a $50 donation from Snipped Finter. And we have a $5 donation from Madgent. Thank you all so much for your donations.
Thank you, guys.
Heck, cancer. Very true.
Heck to cancer, indeed. But yeah, it's RNG. This is the main run killer in both the any percents. However, this is just this is just so much tamer than the other version that used to be before this, which was just hell. It was arguably the hardest glitch. If you've seen it, you know what I mean. Yeah, that hit.
Okay.
If you've seen it, then you know what I mean. But it is argued to be the hardest glitch in the whole 3D Zelda franchise, pretty much. So, you know.
And Tot single-handedly obsoleted it.
Yep, pretty much. Shout out to Todd once again.
I hope to get this last one here.
That hit.
There we go.
Nice.
There you go.
Alright, third try.
Alright, let's wait for RNG.
Nice.
There you
Nice.
go. There it is.
He said it was a 1 in 3 chance.
Now we gotta, yeah. So now we gotta set up for Morph Hover, which we gotta take some damage for.
Yeah, so...
We mentioned zombie hovers earlier. We're going to be using the zombie hover glitch in combination with a very precise setup with the morphs in order to actually get to the final platform with Ganondorf, bypassing the hook shot that we normally use. The first step is getting down to a quarter HP and getting this morph on you, and you're going to use
slash.
Oh, very unfortunate. Yeah, you have to slash the morph on you, so you're killing the morph, but you're so it'll definitely spawn a heart once you shoot it with a bow, but it actually doesn't die if you put it on you at the same exact time. But you're guaranteeing a heart spawn no matter what.
Yeah, it's a very important detail, because otherwise the morph would not spawn a heart. So now what Todd's gonna do is he's gonna try to set up the morph in a specific spot so that he can actually do a morph hover. That works, by the way. You're fine.
Yeah, I just want to wait for these keys, unfortunately. So that was
That's
third hit.
So Todd basically just set up the morph, but now he's waiting for the keys because Poppygan basically works on a cycle. He does 3 punches, and then afterwards he spawns some keys because that's just what he does. And they can actually mess you up. They can actually hit you while you're zombie hovering. So definitely not a good thing. Yeah, we gotta let Todd focus now.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Okay, nice. And now quickly he's doing a cutscene skip because that's the whole point of an early... We can do pause switch here, we can actually store the cutscene, which saves a lot of time. And the unfortunate part is that we will have to do the morph hover again. But when we compare the times from 1 hover to 2 hovers saves so much more time. So the risk is worth it in the end.
Do we have a couple minutes to do some donations?
Yep, we're pretty much just gonna be doing the same thing. So
alrighty, so we have a $100 donation from Pogbus Prime, followed up by a $50 donation from Senna the Red Joker. Thank you guys so much for your donations.
Thanks for
awesome.
the donations. That's awesome, yeah. Thanks to Cancer. We're actually getting really
Agreed.
close to the goal.
Also, Riri, thank you so much for the raid.
Very much appreciated, guys. But one thing that I didn't mention to the zombie hover is how it works. Once again, bare bones explanation. The way it works is when you die, you can you can perform an input. There you go. You can perform an input within a few frames of Link standing up. And during that time, we can actually do a jump slash if you have the sword out. And the way we do that is by pressing A with target. And then once we're off the ground, during that we can actually press B, since while you're midair, if you press B, you can actually perform a jump slash. So since Link is dead, he's always just gonna fall because he doesn't have hearts. And the way it works is basically we're gonna spam B controlled, so that Link can get steadily upwards. He can get height, just unlimited height. And the only way we can get him out of this state is if he dies or he gets a heart. And that's the reason why we set up the morph, so that once we kill it, once we hover to the spot where we kill the morph, we can get the heart, and then we can just move on like nothing happened. So once again, Todd killing the keys and doing the exact same thing as before. Once again, he can actually no. I can't explain in time. Alright, there you go. So every single yep that he does here is a B press. There it is.
Very nice.
Nice. All right.
He actually did both hovers on different controllers. And that's very impressive too. And now we're
for the key
final
eye.
Ganondorf fight. So this fight is another fight that's been absolutely optimized to a T. Blink and you miss it. There are 3 total phases, so we just have to do enough damage to advance Ganondorf to each phase. First one's already done, and now using a precise angle setup and timing a jump slash here, or timing the parry, you're actually able to get enough damage to completely skip the cycle, but that's okay.
That's fine. Todd opting for a bit of a more of a safer
Yeah,
strat.
I don't know like where I'm out of damage wise on this right now.
I think you need like that slash and that's
This
it.
is good.
Yeah, that's good. There you go.
Now we are coming up on time. As soon as the sword goes into Ganondorf's head.
Oh, wow, that was really quick.
Now.
Okay.
And time.
Time.
Wow.
That's a really
For
solid
third
round.
try PG skip, that's
that's
really
really
good.
good.
That is a crazy run.
Wow.
That is.
The win.
Stops. Goodbye, Ganondorf, in this timeline. Just to mention how big of a gamer Todd is, he literally got top 10 in this run. Just saying. That is very solid for a run. I'm just a bit sad that I couldn't explain everything because Todd was just too fast. So, yeah, me and Chroma we couldn't do much because this guy is too much of a gamer. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, I accidentally muted myself when I was reading out those donations. So let me try that again. Sorry about that. Magina, thank you so much.
Setting up for the soft lock percent real quick.
Sure.
So.
Magina, thank you so much for the $50 donation. They say, let's go Tot. This is an incredible showcase. Let's big ups Bree. As well as Arismatic VT gives us a $5 donation. Sorry, I accidentally hit the key that mutes me, and I did not mean to do that. When it happened when I split for the timer.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Classic.
Key buy moment. What can I say?
Mm-hmm.
So there's an incentive for soft lock percent, right?
There was,
There
yes.
is.
I believe it was
God.
reached by $74 over. It was 300.
Oh damn.
So let's see soft lock percent real quick.
Oh boy.
All right, so we're actually going to be starting from a fresh file again, and thankfully the run's only a little over 3 minutes, so it's not terrible. So it's a very stupid category. We'll see if we can get this.
Yeah, it's a category extension. I'm even surprised that it's a category to begin with, to be honest. This was supposed to be a meme category in the community, and somehow one singular individual, deranged enough, decided to just make this a category and convince the mods that, hey, this is a good idea. It is just a funny category, though. But
All right,
yeah.
ready? We're going to get starting on the countdown. We're going to go in 3, 2.
Oh, we're gonna do
1,
another timer.
Go.
Okay. Well,
Sorry. It's fine.
Oh well. I didn't know. I thought we were just gonna showcase it. My bad.
No, you're good. It is a very short run, so.
it
So
is-
basically,
is
we're
roughly
paying
split.
Beetle another visit. So
Oh, good.
We're gonna say hi to Beetle. But this time,
Yeah, but-
Beetle is going to break our Wii U. So
Well, not quite literally breaking your Wii U, but you will just do as the title says, as the title of the category says.
Also, we are
so-
$250 away from 15,000. Can we get it into this next couple of minutes? Let's see.
let's triple that goal. This is awesome.
True. Yeah, absolutely.
So basically the way this is going to work is we're going to activate the pause storage glitch pretty much the moment we get to the beetle boat. And then we're going to try and stack another pause storage on top of it by spamming A on the gamepad. I'm currently playing on Pro Controller. And the game just can't handle like 2 menus trying to open at the same time. And so if I get this correctly, you'll see I can't even go back to the home menu. It just won't let me.
I see.
And yeah, we finally get to complete a run using the lobster shirt. So
Yeah, this is the only time you're gonna see an OMS category, an OMSS category that actually has Link in pajamas. So the whole incentive is we're literally just going to beetle like the moment we have access to our movement, and yeah, Todd will have to probably focus for this once again. It's a 2-minute category. It's just to mention that again. Here he goes.
what? Gamepad screen's fighting against me. Oh, we got it.
And there it is. I think.
Yep, that's. Oh, wait. No, I don't think we got it.
No. I think you had to do it again. I think you had to do swap again.
Yep. I know what happened. I talked to Beetle. Beetle killed the run.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
I called it.
Wait, not yet, chat, not yet. We're close.
Oh.
Is that not to Beetle
That's
bit?
not it. No. Nope,
Ooh.
you did it too early.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did it a bit early.
Alright, we're just gonna go for it from here. We're gonna swap controllers. So that's another thing about that 80% run. I'm switching between so many controllers, like constantly.
Yeah. There's like 3 swaps that you do here. One more.
There's something really funny about getting like a massive close-up of Link's face
Yeah, it's
right before it happens.
Yeah, he likes to take selfies.
For this crash,
know
is there
about it.
like any sound warning? Is there like any screeching, or is it just
no sound warning. It's
okay.
just gonna be kind of like a static screen.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah, it's gonna be static screen with tingle music, so you know.
No Hess crashes here anywhere to be found, so
Yeah.
Just want to protect the viewers' ears.
Of course.
I did it too early.
Yeah. We never
Oh my God, Link
mentioned
has
that this
no
is actually
neck.
quite hard to do.
There's no
Yeah,
neck.
we mentioned pause storage can be done unbuffered. Once he gets one pause storage here, he's forced to go for the second one completely unbuffered.
Second one,
So
yeah.
it's completely frame perfect, and he can't even see the setup, which I guess he's more relying on muscle memory than anything visual, but it's still another factor.
Yeah.
There we go. I think we might have gotten it.
I
And
think
That should be it right there. So yeah,
All right.
there it
that's the
is.
soft lock. So now, unfortunately, the only way to get out of this is I have to unplug
Actually,
my
just close
Wii U.
the mouth.
So yeah.
That is the only
kind of
way you could
unfortunate.
actually.
So that's soft lock percent.
Yeah.
It is a
Incredible.
pretty stupid category. Shout outs to Greylick Bread, who was in the chat earlier at the end of the 90% run. He actually holds records for this category.
Oh wow! Hello, world
Yeah,
record
unironically,
runner.
Yeah, he has a really good record on this. I can't lie.
Yeah, he pretty much just the moment he gets onto the boat actually goes for the pause storage, like walking in. He doesn't go into the boat first. It's kind of nuts. Is it sub 3? I think it's like 2, 3.
It's up to even.
It's a 202.
It's sub 2.
Oh no,
Jeez,
it's just
yeah.
not sub 2. Close to sub 2.
It's
Insane,
very
man.
close.
So,
Yeah, there's a pinnacle of Wind Waker HD speedrunning. If you want to see what Wind Waker HD speedrunning is about, go check out soft lock percent. Every other category is obsolete, so you know, if you want to see
Puzzle
the pinnacle.
percent. I'm a puzzle percent defender. I know you've ran that category, Sab. How do you feel about that one?
I'm not that big of a fan of that category. I can say that. So I would not praise that category. However, the same world record holder of softlock percent also has a world record for that one.
Yeah.
So if you
this
want to
is
ask
true.
someone with experience, you can ask Greylick Ben. But
All
yeah,
right. Well, I just had to unplug the Wii U to get out of the soft locks.
Hi, dog.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
man,
gonna
you
be,
pulled the plug on it. Why'd you
all
do
for
that?
me. Yeah, unfortunately.
Do you have
But,
any follow-up shout-outs, anything else you'd like to add to the rest of this before we go into the giveaway raffle?
Yeah, absolutely. First off, thank you guys on commentary. I appreciate you showing up. Sab last minute at 6 a.m. his time, so huge clutch on their end. All my friends from the Wind Waker community in the chat, thank you guys for showing up. It means the world. Shout outs to you, Aki, for organizing this whole thing. This has been a wonderful event so far.
I'm
we are
glad.
absolutely crushing the goals.
I'm glad. Thank you.
Yeah, and shout outs to all the runners so far. We've had a ton of really cool runs. We had Snowboard Kids 2, Snowboard Kid 1 just the other day after my Majora's Mask run. And we have more Zelda runs to come as well. We have Twilight Princess All Dungeons, I believe, tomorrow.
Yes, I can.
And we have
read off the
Ocarina
schedule.
of Time coming up as well.
We have Ocarina of Time Rando, to finish off the whole event. But tomorrow's schedule is Twilight Princess All Dungeons with Phantom 5800 and Glubbers, and then followed up by Kyle Neko, who will be doing Mega Man X any percent as well as Mega Man X 40 any percent. And then we will leave that off with Sui Robo's Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizer. On the 9th, which is the final day, we will have Mega Lightning do a double section of Super Mario Sunshine 80% No Ace, as well as Resident Evil 4 New Game Professional. And then we'll be ending it off with Metroid Zero Mission Randomizer 100% and Ocarina of Time Randomizer. So very, very excited. There's 2 days left. Not too heavy on the categories and everything, but very, very excited. Oh, I forgot to mention that tomorrow is also my Super Mario 64 Super Mario 64 16-star run. Jesus, that is a mouthful, and my brain hurts.
I know somebody that ran Mario 64. Sad.
Oh god, I'm being exposed right now.
But we are $250 away from the $15,000 goal that we just extended today, which is kind of crazy to think about. You guys have been fantastic on this whole event, and I'm very, very thankful to have not only just you guys showcase this Wind Waker run, but also just everybody who's been coming in and just sharing the love and sharing like their stories with everything, with the games, and just coming together as a community. It's been very, very wholesome, and I really, really do appreciate it. So that's all we have for tonight. Make sure that you follow Chrome, Sab, as well as Tot. They are wonderful, wonderful creators on Twitch. They do wonderful runs and part of other charity events and stuff like that. So please go follow them. And we'll go right into the waiting room to see who wins this Wind Waker GameCube, because it looks awesome.
Oh,
so, all right. Good night, everybody. We'll be right back.
Nope.
Alrighty, everybody, we just finished our lovely Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD run by Tot SR. We are now going to give away the Legend of Zelda GameCube Wind Waker style, or whatever. I don't know how to really talk about or advertise this, but this particular GameCube comes with a wave bird that is also Wind Waker-esque designed. It's very, very pretty. As somebody who has seen it in real life, it's incredibly pretty. By the way, Smutty Pancakes and Espen and Kyle Neko, thank you so much for the raids. Unfortunately, you did raid into the part where I'm about to give the raffle. I'm gonna let people have a little bit of a chance to donate any more money if they'd like to. Reminder, to enter into this raffle, you need to donate at least $50 or higher. And please, please, please put your full username, because I cannot track you through your email. If you write yourself as anonymous, I cannot find you. So, sorry. Anyways, donate if you can. We'll be doing this raffle in just a little bit after I gather everybody's names. Oops. Alrighty, we have the wheel, and by the way, that wheel is packed. That is a lot of people on that wheel. Thank you all so much to everybody who's been donating to St. Jude's Children's Hospital Cancer Research. You have all been doing wonderful. This event has been fantastic. I'm going to give everybody just a little bit more time to put in any donations that they'd like. Reminder that you need to donate $50 or higher to enter this raffle. And if you've already won a raffle, you need to donate another $50 to enter in a second time, and so forth. So, if you are feeling lucky, take a stab at it. Alrighty, it is time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rip it. Blam! Blam! You have won The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker GameCube. Congratulations. Congratulations, Blam. You have won the GameCube. Congrats. Alrighty, in that case, that's all I have for tonight. So, you know what? Maybe I have a smidge more. Maybe I have a smidge more. I'm feeling nice. I'm feeling nice. Who wants a Game Boy? Who feels like they want a Game Boy? You guys want a Game Boy Advance SP? How do you feel about this Game Boy Advance SP? How do you guys feel about this? You want me to give this one right now?
Type 1 if you want this given away right now. Because I will do it. All right. We'll send it off too. It's in Wind Waker art style. Might as well. Well, it's actually Minish Cap, but why not? That run was so good. We gotta send it off with 2. How about that? All right, let me refresh this so it's spinning again. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. JK, which is, I believe, one of Bucci's friends. You have won the Minish Cap Game Boy Advance SP. Very, very, very pretty Game Boy Advance. Congratulations, everybody. We still have plenty of prizes to give away throughout this week, so don't give up too much hope. Thank you guys so much again for all of that. I really appreciate that. Minish Cap Game Boy. Just to make sure I wrote everyone's name down so I'm not crazy later on. All right. Let's find us a victim to raid. Wow, that sounded terrible. Didn't think that very well. All right, let me find somebody to raid you guys to. Oh, I know who we can raid into. We can raid. I've been meaning to raid her. She's playing Metroid Fusion. She came in here a while ago. Her name is Tricker Sweets. She's very, very sweet. Low poly VTuber. She's playing Metroid Fusion for the very first time. I would like to send you guys over to her. All right, we're gonna raid. And we're gonna say happy birthday. We're gonna say happy birthday. All right, fellas. I will see you guys tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow for Twilight Princess. There's a bunch of other runs that we're gonna see as well tomorrow. So take care of yourselves. And I'll see you guys then, all right? Good night.